Well, hello there, Internet. It's your favorite batshit crazy wizard uncle hanging out here once again in Uncle Robbie's Science Corner. Tonight we're going to start a new little series. I'm really excited about this. I'm going to do a totally hot rod Rickenbacker 4003S build. Now, I've already done a couple of videos about Rickenbackers and hip shot products and stuff like that. And I got some really cool feedback about the Ricks. You know, my I Hate Rickenbacker video. And somebody asked me, they said, so why do you buy like a $2,000 instrument and then basically dismantle it and change out most of the parts? And I said, you know, that's a good question. Why do I do that? Simple answer is you can't just buy, you know, Rickenbacker bodies and necks, you know, or aftermarket versions of them. You actually have to get a Rickenbacker. But I came up with something on one of my, you know, I don't really have much to do with my life, you know, because I'm old and, you know, retired and my kid's grown and, you know, I don't have a girlfriend or a hobby or an opinion on anything or a favorite color or a pet because I'm a bass player. But I was on eBay and I was just looking, you know, I like to go, you know, look at Rickenbackers just to see what the prices are. And the prices on Ricks are actually getting pretty high again. They were down low. They were down, I mean, a few $100s lower actually than they are right now. You know, in say 2016 when I got my two. So I was looking and I said, wow, this is interesting. I came across this guy, he's called Gibson Dependable, and basically what he does, he takes Gibsons and all different kinds of instruments and he just parts them out. I guess they're worth more in pieces than they are put together. And I came across this. This is a Midnight Blue Rickenbacker 4003S. It's in beautiful shape. It's a 2015. Now, there's no serial number on the wood. The serial number on Rickenbackers are on the jack plate, which this can't come with. The only thing this came with was the nut, because I guess they can't unglue that. The ground wire, because for some unknown reason, they left it in. Okay, cool. I guess they couldn't part that out and make any money on it. And the strap pins. Now, I got to tell you, these are special strap pins on Rickenbacker basses. They're like a proprietary system. They're not actually, they don't actually screw in with the screw. They're actually bolts. So the wood is actually threaded, and then the strap pin actually is like basically a bolt. There's no screw hole. There's no screwdriver thing in there. It's like you just gotta twist it in with your fingers. And I'll let you in a little secret. It's a Schaller. It's a Schaller sized strap pin. Fits a standard Schaller strap lock, which we'll get to in a minute. Anyway, so I got this on eBay for what I feel was a very fair price. And I said, okay, well, I'm going to replace every part on it with an aftermarket part. So right now in our overview, I'm going to show you the parts that I've assembled for this, and I'm going to review each part individually as I install it onto the instrument. But for now, I'm going to give you a quick overview of the parts that I came up with. Now, the first part, obviously, because I love them so much, is the bridge. Now this time I got a hip shot bridge. It's got a little protective paper there to keep the black from getting scratched up under the saddles and rattling around and making one hell of a noise. But I'm actually going to take that off right now. And this is the brass one, and you can see on the back, that's brass. Now I tell you what, on my other two, I got aluminum ones. This sucker is frigging heavy. So for a couple of my fans who asked me if there's a big difference between the brass bridges, okay, and the aluminum ones in the sound, we're going to find that out. We're going to find out really quickly. So the bridge is probably going to be the first thing I install in probably the next video. The bridge it comes with, it's hardware right here, and if you can see it, it comes with its wrench. It comes with the mounting screws, and if you see, it comes with 3 mounting screws, but it also comes with 2 additional, let me pop one out here for you, 2 additional machine screws. And that's because on the hip shot bridges, like most hip shot bridges, the adjustment screw does not go all the way through the saddle, and that's because it would have to hit the height adjustment screw. So what they do is they give you different length adjustment screws. So if this, like say this screw is too long, which it probably is going to be, because if I remember correctly on the last 2, I actually had to change a couple of these out to make different ones. But anyway, so it comes with that. So that's really cool. The next thing I got, of course, is just got these black Schaller strap locks, because even though the pins are chrome, nobody's going to see them once I put these puppies on them. Had to get a Pickguard, so I went to All Parts, or a company that sells all parts, and I got one of these. This isn't exactly a 4003 Pickguard. This one's actually a 2-piece, which is going to come in handy when I do the pickup mounting and stuff. Read some reviews about these that they don't fit exactly perfectly. I might have to shoot some pilot holes. I don't know. I'm going to kind of just fit everything together before I finally, drill it all in and, set everything in stone. I got my favorite, of course, hip shot tuners. I didn't use the Schallers. I got the hip shots because, one, they're a little bit lighter than the Schallers, and if you can see, they are the small post type. They're the same dimensions as the tuners that are on my 4003s, but if you notice the gear ratio on this, it's much finer than on the Schaller, which means there's more actual gear teeth in this. So while it would probably take a lot more turns to get a full rotation of the string around the string post, it makes tuning that much more accurate. Not like there's anything wrong with the Schaller tuner, but I'm just going to use the hip shots, one, because they're made here in upstate New York, and 2, I couldn't find Schallers with a small string post in black. And I'm going to do this one up. It's going to be midnight blue and with all black hardware. Next thing you have to get is all your little nickel and dime parts. And when I say nickel and dime parts, I mean nickel and dime parts. I got a bag of little black Pickguard screws. What else did I have to get? I had to get my my favorite little thing here, which I'm going to throw. I got the jack plate. This jack plate actually fits. I already tried it out, and these holes line up to the holes that are drilled in the side of this base. Mind you, it's a 4003S, so it's mono. But this jack sucks. You can see how it's all bent. It's a cheap, really cheap Chinese piece of crap. So today I went to, if I can find it over here, I went to Guitar Center. I hate going to that place. I mean, first of all, the guys who work there now are about as helpful as a freaking case of the clap, okay? Really. As a matter of fact, I found this. It's a stereo jack, which is cool because I'll wire it to mono. I didn't have one laying around. Well, at least not one I could find. It might be at my father's house in the barn in the shop there, but at my house handy, I didn't have one, so I was in Albany anyway today. I went to get Chinese buffet for Sunday dinner, and picked one of these up. $4.99, no big whoop. It's stereo, and it's a good one. It's a Switchcraft. So I got one of them. Every time I go to Guitar Center, I just feel like I need to get a shower. Swear to God, I don't know why I hate that place. Really, they've put everyone out of business, and it makes the experience of buying instruments and guitar parts and guitars just like, it's not even fun anymore. I got a couple of these things. These are just little, they're actually for the selector switch, since I'm doing this all up in black. The selector switch on my controls, which brings me to the controls that I have. is white, so I'm just going to change that out and make it black. And you can see it should just screw right on. Now this is a custom set. Okay, look at those caps on there. Check them out. These controls are a custom job. They're by 920D. It's a 920D custom shop. You can look them up on the internet if you want. And these actually came with the set of Duncans that I threw into the Maple 4003. I didn't change it because I wanted the pull pot. This one doesn't have it. So this bass is really going to sound completely unique, and I'm pretty certain it's going to sound absolutely freaking awesome. The next thing I got was, obviously, once again, going back to my favorite, Seymour Duncans. Okay, that's the neck pickup, and that's the only piece of chrome that you're going to see on this bass because they don't make one in black. I could have thrown a Bartolini in just for color purposes and maybe the Bart sound better, but I'm pretty happy with the Duncans at this point. And this is the bridge pickup. The bridge pickup does actually come, like I showed you on the Maple Glow 4003, comes with its own little pickguard to replace that big awkward metal ring with the pickup cover, as one of my friends called it, the talent inhibitor. So I got the pickups. What else? I got tuners, bridge, controls. I got a set of knobs. You know, just black knurled knobs. Got these on eBay for like $5 a set. It's just funny. They don't have the smooth bore on the inside. They actually have a plastic insert with the little bit of knurling. But all I'm going to do is just take a drill bit, run it through, and then hunker down on it with the set screw. Should work all right. If not, I'll just have to go to Warmouth and order a set of their Black Dome, machine knobs. So there you have it. That's the project as it's going to start right now. And I don't know, stay tuned. Until then, keep on rocking in the free world. Bye-bye, guys.